Welcome to Under the Cardboard Box podcast. This is episode 16. We are recording here on Saturday. What's today's date?
Today's let's see here. It's one day. Hold on.
It's a day.
It's a day.
It's a day there.
The 5th.
We are on March 5th. It is March 5th on Saturday. Of course, you will be hearing this on Tuesday.
Yes.
But if you are a supporter on Patreon, you will be hearing this on Monday. By the way, support us on Patreon if you want to hear content a lot sooner. Heido, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Just lots going on. Very busy day today for some reason.
It has been a crazy day.
We had to fit this all in today. But it's been good. Lots of things going on in my personal life, of course, and also in things that are happening like with my job. It's been pretty good so far.
Tell us, you've received an announcement today, man. No, I don't want to go into me because this is a special day for you, honestly. No, he's not proposing again. Tell us, man. You made a great achievement today.
Yeah, so today in martial arts, it was cool. They gave me the Martial Arts of the Year award. So I got inducted into the Martial Arts Federation. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. You said you were surprised by this. You didn't know it was going to happen?
Yeah, it was a surprise. I don't know.
That's awesome, man. By the way, in the studio, we've got our main man, Lonnie Lopez over there, the Caramello.
You want to say hi to the fans?
You can step in front of the camera. It's okay. Hello, fan. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they heard that. Yes, he's a fan. He is a fan.
He is.
Thanks. Love the show. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What about you? I heard something happened to you this morning.
What? Oh, I have had. Okay.
We have fans now.
We have one fan standing outside, especially after last week's episode.
Next
we'll
week,
get into that.
Next week's episode will be with a live audience.
With a live audience. UCBP was recorded in front of a live audience. Live studio. We are in a studio, though.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. But yes. So I've had a terrific day.
Why is that?
Can you sense the sarcasm in my voice?
I highly sense it.
Okay. Because you got
senses are tingling.
It's tingling very much. Okay.
Get reformed healthcare.
Yes.
For your sarcasm.
Yep. We're not promoting Obamacare or anything like that. They don't pay us that much.
They don't pay us
or
at all.
Actually. So I've had the greatest day today. So yesterday I got home pretty late. Drove home, after church service. I took a couple of people home and I said, all right, time to get home. It was very late, so there's no parking. Okay? So I look for whatever I can find, and it was by a meter. All right? Now, as long as I moved it by 8 a.m., I wouldn't get a ticket. So I put the alarm on my phone, decided to sleep in the car. Okay? Because I needed to make sure I woke up. So I wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, I still got 2 hours. Go back to sleep. I didn't put an alarm for 6 a.m. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah.
Like you set an alarm
and then
you wake up before.
Right.
Like, but not even like 5 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. Like 2 hours. And so then I go back to sleep. I wake up without an alarm. And you know that panic. You know that panic you get? Like you wake up without an alarm and you're like, crap.
Yeah.
What's the first thing I see when I open my eyes? A big fat ticket. Woof. I got a ticket this morning. Okay. And it gets even better when I look at it, when I finish having my meltdown.
Yeah.
I look at it.
This is the best part.
At the description of the ticket, parked there without when it was meter hours. No operator in the car, though. No operator. I wasn't in the car, apparently.
Apparently.
There it is. There it goes. Ding. 2 things.
Hold on. Something's about... Ivan, do you see us there? Is it red? It's red on the... Perfect.
Okay. All right. Great. We got our cameraman Lopez over there.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's just doing everything today. So yeah. So no operator in the car. So the jerk who gave me the ticket, because he's a jerk.
Right. Wait, so he saw you in the car.
How could you not?
You
got to scan my registration in order. How do you not see a body in the car? I'm not the slimmest guy.
Yeah.
So how do you not see me? I wasn't covered in...
This is the reenactment. If you're watching on video, and if you're hearing on audio, watch it on video every Friday. comes
Every
out.
Friday. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
So he's looking at you. So he's like,
Just hoping I don't wake up. I'm assuming.
right. Just hoping that you don't wake
Yeah,
up.
because
And when he's writing down, no one was in the vehicle. He was literally looking at you like,
yep, making sure you can't fight this one.
yeah, and then stamp right on
Right
the car.
under my windshield wipers.
That's funny.
Like usually they tuck it in, you can't really see it.
Right, yeah.
But this was like really, it was just flapping in the wind. It was like,
Yeah.
like tapping on my window, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And so I'm like, I stay in the car for a little bit, just looking for any meter maid
Oh, yeah, of course.
to be like, are you Officer X and Y? Right?
Yeah.
No one showed up. Of course, no one would show up.
Why
Because
would they?
Why would they? And then I go back home, right? And then one of my roommates is like, "Oh, you should fight it." What am I gonna say? It's his word against mine. How can I prove I was in the vehicle?
Yeah.
But to the next portion, because the day gets even better.
Right, of course.
So a couple of episodes ago, you guys remember I mentioned I work for a company called Postmates, which is a courier job. I just got a bike for it, which is great. Thanks to my buddy Chris who lent it to me. Love that brother. And so I'm riding off because there's no trains passing at the station where I was, so I had to ride to another station. So as I'm riding the bike, I hop onto a sidewalk. It was a pretty hard hit, and as I'm riding along, I feel like it's bumpy. Like on the sidewalk, I feel like I'm bumping, and it's like, what happened? The tire popped.
Wow.
So I got a ticket, which is $45, which I have to pay.
Yeah.
And then my tire pops, which I have to now walk back home. And there goes that job for a while
Yeah.
till I can replace the broken tire, or rather the tube from the tire.
Right.
And that's just how the day's going so far.
And then we had to get this together.
And well, but this is the only joy we actually have.
Yeah. Well,
We-
later on would be Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz tonight.
Yeah.
UFC 196.
Which you're going to. I know I have an event to go to. I have a church event that I'm eagerly waiting to go to, which I'm late for. So
which I'm currently late for.
I'm currently late. So if any listeners from my church, I love you guys very much. Okay.
But I'm here right now.
But that's about that's enough about my day. We need to address something.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing for us to address. Last week's episode. Quite a doozy.
Very, very interesting episode.
Quite a doozy, wouldn't you say, Heido?
Yes.
We had our good friend who we love very much, Mel. We had him on the show. And he said a lot of things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
we have the track.
we have the track.
The every time, to applause the boos and stuff. So I'm hitting it right now. That's why. See, I'm hitting it again.
Yeah. It's sounding, and then you're hitting it.
Yeah, there's some type of malfunction.
Yeah, okay. Malfunction like last week's episode. Hi. Anyway, we want to say this right off the bat. We want to become more personal with you guys, the fans, and so we wanted you guys to meet the people we're around. And Mel is someone we've known for many years and love being around. We still hang out today. We want to apologize for any misconceptions that may have been perceived from that episode. We do not share his sentiments in his regard, and we really just wanted to bring much more color to the show. We are still a Metal Gear fan base, and we will continue to be that as long as we can. So we read over the comments, and we saw pros and we saw cons, and we don't want you guys to think that is how we mainly operate.
Yeah, you're right. We saw a lot of stuff that in the comment section where fans, the weight of it on the pros and cons was more on the con side. We had certain fans that weren't fans of the episode, saying that why did we bring him and stuff. Look, he's our friend. He's been a friend for a long time, and we enjoy Metal Gear together with him. He is very eccentric. He has a lot of emotions. Milky is the type of guy to go in, and Mel is the type of guy to go in and just state his opinion. I think he got carried away with what he was saying last week. I think he finally found his opportunity to speak his mind, and looks like his mind had a lot of negative things to say about Metal Gear. So that's why I was trying to bring him back. As you can see in the episode, I was trying to bring him back. Like, I hear a lot of negatives, but come back into why do you love Metal Gear and stuff, just so that I can bring it back to our Metal Gear Solid podcast. So that's all I wanted to say with that. But he's still obviously a cool friend of ours and stuff. We do apologize if any fan that listened to us thought that we were bashing Metal Gear in any way, or we brought him in. So yeah, bash Metal Gear and stuff. Because no, obviously we do this because of Metal Gear. We love Metal Gear. So just to clarify that. And like he said a lot of times, he repeated himself saying, I'm not the biggest fan. JJ and Ronaldo, they're this and this and stuff. So we're obviously the bigger fans, and he's just a casual gamer. We're the more hardcore gamer when it comes to Metal Gear.
Yeah. And I guess it can just show that even with diverse thinking, like just different thought process is, am I saying that correctly?
I have no idea.
Okay. Even though we go through different thought processes, we can all be together in our love for games. We can have debates, even if we don't agree and things like that. But you guys came here to hear about Metal Gear. So I guess what we're saying, UCBP, is that this one is on us. We take full responsibility, and we will be much more careful in the future.
Yeah.
And I guess with that being said, I guess we can go right into the news. We have a couple of things to talk about.
Yeah.
New DLCs, which will be part of the Codec conversation, so stay tuned.
All right, so this is our new segment of our Metal Gear podcast. So there wasn't much going on in the Kojima side of things, but he did release his company's like a gift bag or whatever stuff. It had like a bunch of stuff inside. So I'm gonna bring it up here. If you go to Metal Gear Informer, which is where we get all our Metal Gear news from, you can see a close-up look at the Kojima Productions official goods set. Shortly after Hideo Kojima left Konami last year, he announced his new independent company, Kojima Productions, which you guys already know. It started the December 21st of last year. Fans were able to pre-order a special Kojima Productions official goods set, a bundle containing merchandise bearing the company's brand, and as well as things like the logo, stickers, etc. The sets were shipped on February 26, 2016. The goods sets the minimalistic approach for its design. The paper box itself is all white with the shiny new company logo on top. On the sides are the phrases "From Sapiens to Ludens" and Kojima Productions. You could see it on the side here. It looks kind of like you ever seen how the iPhone comes in, that white box kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of all professional.
Right. So it comes like that. It's like this small box with the logo stamped right in the front. It has a note in the back. It says below it's the first compartment holding a tumbler, a 14 centimeter tall metallic beverage container with the Kojima Productions logo printed on its side. So the first thing you'll see when lifting the lid is a sheet of paper with a few paragraphs and text on it. A statement that gives us an idea of the new studio's creative vision. It's the same exact text that can be found on the official Kojima Productions website, with the only difference being a reproduction of Kojima's signature on the bottom. So it has like the logo on the bottom and stuff. So this is a cool, kind of like, if you're a Kojima fan, this is kind of cool, to have, even if you're not really into his new things and you're just strictly like Metal Gear. I don't care if Kojima made it, which is rare, but this is kind of a cool collector's edition for your collection.
I mean, I feel like it's a big investment because honestly, he hasn't come out with anything
at all,
and
he's making money,
like selling merchandise.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're supporting a person and not just his work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't go without, evidence, because we have seen evidence of his work. So I guess a lot of people believe in Kojima, and so he's capitalizing on it, and so he's using it to sell his brand that way.
For sure. He has so many good ideas, and this trip that he went on so many different trips and with Mark Cerny. And just to see that a lot of people, I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were tweeting at him like, hey, I just got my production set. This just came in the mail. I'm so happy. Greg Miller tweeted at him and he retweeted back. He was retweeting like most of it. That's why I was seeing it. He was like retweeting all of it and stuff. Maybe we should get one and retweet it at him.
Definitely.
So it seems like a lot of fans are excited about what he's doing next, but also they're Hideo Kojima fans, which is cool to see that you're actually supporting the creator of what's going on and his small team, like he said before. The next piece of news, which comes right after this one, is his HideoTube. It actually reached 100,000 subscribers last week. So earlier today, some pictures were shared by members of the Kojima production staff that show Kojima and Kenji Yano shooting episode 2 of HideoTube. Last month, the first episode in this new web series appeared on YouTube, in which Kojima and Yano talked about their favorite movies of 2015. Kojima made clear that the number of subscribers on the Kojima Productions channel and the success of the first episode would determine the future of the series. It looked like 100 plus subscribers, like I mentioned before, and almost 400,000 views for the first episode were sufficient for it to continue. The second episode was once again recorded at the YouTube Space Tokyo. So here you see a few pictures. If you check it out on Metal Gear Informer, you could see like the makeup room. I guess they have their own makeup room. It says YouTube Space Tokyo meeting. You can see Yano-san and Kojima-san sitting next to each other, talking about what are their favorite movies and stuff. And then they continue with their second episode here. At the wall, here they have a picture of, it looks like they caught him off guard here. But you see Yano-san was like half of his eyes closed. He was taking a picture smiling and stuff. And then they're shooting the second episode here. So, number 2, outstanding movies will be introduced for the next HideoTube. Stay tuned. Ayako tweeted out. So, tune in.
It seems like it's picking up a lot of traction.
Yeah.
People are actually tuning in to hear. I guess it's because it's getting into the personal life of Kojima.
A little bit,
which it hasn't before. He only did that through his games and his dreams. So I guess HideoTube is a way to do it.
He has a lot of influences from movies. I would suspect that he would probably continue with that, like creativeness and stuff. Like maybe next would be like directors or favorite directors or whatever and stuff. But
maybe he'll actually direct a movie.
You imagine? Maybe a Metal Gear Solid movie, which he can't do.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, which there is something that just got canceled that I know you'll talk about.
Of course. Yeah. I guess we should rip the Band-Aid right off since you started it there. I wanted to start with the good news and with the bad, but I guess bad news.
Let's start
first.
with the bad.
Let's start with the bad. So, do you remember the company that was, or rather the organization that was trying to do a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 with the Unreal Engine?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they have canceled. They said that they had to cancel because of something beyond their control. They weren't specifying what it was.
Yeah, they posted it on their Facebook page.
They weren't specifying what it was, but we can only speculate.
Right. I think we probably could make the right assumption on this one.
Probably. Will we? Yeah, let's do it.
Konami canned that.
I was actually gonna tell you, what was it that you told me when we were coming over here? We believe maybe they gave him a cease and desist.
Yeah, probably
for the project, and I commented and I said it's probably, now don't hold this to me, Konami, if you're listening, maybe take this idea. It's probably that Konami wanted to do this project themselves with the Fox engine.
Yeah, that is a great speculation. If they do, the best thing to do would be maybe to announce that sometime in the future and say, hey guys, like the reason why we can that. That's not officially said, but maybe they can say it and reiterate it. Is because look,
if they indeed canned it, yeah,
right. We're making our own.
Right.
stuff. It sucks because these guys were probably really excited about it.
Yeah.
That trailer was amazing.
Yeah, that trailer was
really good.
very filled with detail, and they were going to release it for free. I think you told me. Right?
Yeah. So if they didn't want anything from it, they just I'm pretty sure they kickstarted and all that and stuff just to get it up and running.
I'm pretty sure they're just lovers of the game.
Right.
They just wanted resources.
But they knew, like they said in their Facebook page, like we know we have to obviously cross that line when we're going to make this game.
Yeah.
Because it's been done before. Before, they were going to... so this fan asked Kojima if he could remake Metal Gear 1. I don't know if you heard this, but he asked him... This was, I think, like 2 years ago and stuff. And he gave him the okay. Few years down the line, canned it. Obviously, it wasn't Kojima, but it was the...
Or was it? Maybe he said okay there and then changed his mind.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
But it was canceled.
It was canceled.
Yeah.
So don't look forward to it anytime soon if it's going to be done on the Unreal Engine. But hopefully we can look forward to it on the Fox engine.
Yeah.
Not just Metal Gear Solid 1, but rather all the other games. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I will buy it, and I'm pretty sure that you would too.
Yeah.
Because we really want to enjoy it that way. Even though we've played Twin Snakes. And Twin Snakes was a remake of Part 1.
Right.
But we look forward to the Fox engine. In other news, so the DLC Cloaked in Silence is coming out on March 15th.
We finally got a date.
Yes, we finally have a date. Just a side note, we will be Twitching that day to give you our first impressions. If you're not following us on Twitch, go right ahead. Under the Cardboard Box podcast, all one word. Look us up, follow us, and be notified when we're on. We definitely want to be the first ones to play, even though Konami already showcased some gameplay.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that.
We want to show you guys how we feel about it. We've seen, obviously, our first impressions already with video, but we want to show you guys our first impressions with playing it. It's totally different when you're watching it and playing it, and we want to show you how we feel about it and how the maps work out, how quiet works, and the different weapons that they're going to use, the different maps. I'm so excited about Coral Complex, which is the Mother Base remakes of that map. Now we can go on and like it's a multiplayer map. So I'm super excited about it. Check us out, twitch.tv/Under the Cardboard Box. So we don't know what time it comes out, so we'll be announcing it that's kind of like to be announced and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know we'll be on early in the morning.
We'll give updates as they come.
Yeah. Check us out.
Be in touch with our Twitter, UCB Podcast. Follow us there for the latest news on not just UCBP, but on Metal Gear news and Kojima news. Log in, follow us. We would love for you to become part of our mother base. But back to the DLC Cloaked in Silence. Again, as I said, it's coming out on March 15th. And now this information focuses mainly on the appeal actions. So we've read that you'll be able to not only purchase the DLC, but of course, appeal actions separately. We know that the DLC is going to cost $3.99 American dollars, but each appeal pack will be $1.99 American dollars. You've got different ones, the hero pack, the villain pack. Now, to activate these, you just simply have to hold down the right stick, and the first motion will be your default. Of course, you can customize this in the settings. And now, depending on the direction you point in, he'll do your character or avatar will do a different action for it. So basically, have fun with that if that's really what you want to do. I'm okay with just a salute, but we will be previewing this during our Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Also, Donna Burke talks about working with Hideo Kojima on MGS5. A fun fact before we get into that, she is actually the voice of the iDroid.
She is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you told me that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We've got to contact Donna Burke because I want some,
Yes.
I want a customized iDroid message from her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something. But yeah, man, she talks. She. I don't know if you saw the video that we had posted up about her singing "Sins of the Father." She did a very good job. She seems like she's up and coming. I haven't really heard of any other, anything else she's done, any other work she's done. But by the way she speaks, she wasn't really that famous to begin with.
Yeah.
And I quote, she says, "I'll never forget when Kojima-san showed me the Red Band trailer. OMG, I was completely blown away. And to see my name up on the credits, what a thrill." End quote.
What a thrill.
I don't know if that was like a subtle hint towards it. I doubt it, but that's good. That was good. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And also, she says that initially she didn't quite realize how big a deal Kojima was in the game industry. And I'm quoting her again. "Looking back, I think I was always pretty relaxed when dealing with Kojima-san, as I was completely ignorant of the worldwide fame. Only now do I think blank Kojima-san, but when I was recording for Peace Walker, again, she also did the theme for Peace Walker,
Yeah.
Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, I was still pretty dumb about how much of a big deal Metal Gear Solid really was. My ignorance meant I was completely relaxed." I think that's good. She also spoke about other events she's been to. She got to sing Snake Eater.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Was
No.
she the one who's...
No. Cynthia Harrow.
Yeah, because I'm like, I had a brain fart for a second there. I was just like, wait.
Yeah, Cynthia Harrow's
Yeah,
a beast.
Cynthia Harrow's a beast. So she got to sing Snake Eater, Sins of the Father, and Heaven's Divide. And then she spoke about how Stephanie Jostein performed Quiet's theme. You can read much more about it on Metal Gear Informer.
Yeah.
She talks about her entire experience. It must have been a thrilling one. And she did a really good job in Sins of the Father, I think.
It was good.
I enjoyed listening to it. But talking about music, here we go to... this is the cover art for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Lost Tapes. Which I'm sure we're going to be displaying it for you right now.
Yes.
So, at the end of the month, a new soundtrack CD for Metal Gear Solid 5 will be released, called Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain The Lost Tapes. It will contain the tracks that weren't featured in the previous release official soundtrack CD for the game. The cover will feature the blood-covered Snake and Quiet with a yellow V overlaid on top. This cover is looking pretty beast.
Yeah.
I look forward to this. I would actually get this. I don't see a price anywhere. I know we said it beforehand. Now, there's going to be two editions to this. There's going to be a regular one and a limited one. The limited edition is actually going to have, I believe, 12 extra tracks. See more information on that, again, on Metal Gear Informer, where you can get all your Metal Gear tapes. Well, and it'll actually give you the track list where it's revealed. I think that's about it for Metal Gear news. You remember you can catch this every week on Tuesday. If you want to read ahead, head over to Metal Gear Informer, and they'll be glad to show it to you.
Yeah, and like we've been doing before, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every Wednesday we come out with our news segment on YouTube. So if you just want to catch the news, something real quick that you guys can hear, like, oh, well, I wanna see what's going on and stuff with Metal Gear Solid and Hideo Kojima. We come out every Wednesday, just a news segment. So check us out there as well.
Yeah, I remember that. I have to mention this because you said this. We now bring you content every day of the week.
Yeah.
We have our news we have for our Patreon listeners, we have our full podcast.
Yep, early release on Monday.
For the general public, we have our
podcast on Tuesday.
Wednesdays, we have the CB News on video on YouTube. Go comment, subscribe, and like. Thursday, the Coded Conversation.
Yep.
And also the early release for our Patreon users.
Full video.
For the full video. And on Friday, the full video actually comes out.
Yep.
So, guys,
every day a week we're doing something.
and we want to bring more content. This is only because of the supporters we've been getting, especially our Patreon supporters.
Yes, and sorry to cut you off. Another thing is on Thursdays we have our Twitch stream.
Yeah. Thanks. Good catch, man.
Yeah.
So much content we have coming out. We forget when we actually have to set our phones.
Yeah.
To remind us. When was it this week that it was like Thursday and I was working?
Yeah. And I'm speaking to you and I'm literally going home and I'm like, yeah, so hey man, so what time you think you're gonna get here? And you're like, for what? And I'm like, for the Twitch stream, and stuff. And you're like, today's Thursday? I thought it was Wednesday. And I'm like, and mind you, it's like 6:30 p.m.
Right. So it's almost 7.
And you were working and you were just like, how have I been living this whole day?
That's what you said, though.
Yeah, and I'm saying like it's in my head. I'm just like, how did you live that whole day thinking it was Wednesday?
Yeah. But yeah, we will. We're trying to bring it to you to the best of our abilities. So join us there so that you can be first in line to actually catch up.
That's patreon.com/UCB podcast.
So no tips today. I am fresh out.
Well, now that the new DLC and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a plethora of tips.
I'll come up with, I'll see how I can play with Quiet or something like that. And if you've got any tips, you can email us at underthecardboardbox@gmail.com.
That's right.
We'll gladly take it. We'll gladly say it here. Ivan is just trying not to laugh over there.
You're right over there, man.
He
just gave us the thumbs up.
The thumbs up. So what we're going to be doing in this segment is going over the weekly poll. I know we talked about doing that every week. And so here it is. So we asked you guys, are you excited about the new game mode Sabotage coming to MGO? And the results are in.
They're in.
They're in. We do this every week, guys. 837 of you guys voted. Thank you very much.
That's considerably a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of numbers.
Considering we don't have that many followers.
Yeah. Please feel free to follow us on Twitter.
At UCB Podcast.
At UCB Podcast. He said it. So, here we go. Hope you're listening, Konami. 33% said yes. 22% said, I guess. And 45% said, no, not really. Ouch.
So I was reading over some of the conversations that you were having with the people on Twitter. I was reading over, and not that many people are excited about this.
Not many people are fans of Konami right now.
Yeah.
We understand why.
Yeah, for sure.
But we also want to say this. They are trying, I think.
I know for a fact they are trying.
They're trying to get back the fans.
Yes, they're trying to get them back.
They are.
Look at the pricing of the DLC, first of all.
Which we called.
Yeah, we did call that one. So we were right. You see, we have to make a shirt now because on Kind of Funny, they have this thing where Colin, one of the guys there, Colin was right. He has a shirt because he's always right about everything or whatever. So now we were right about this.
We get one.
Get one.
We get one.
But they're not fans of them, but I know for sure they're trying. You could tell. Look at the DLC, man. That is expected to be $10 to $15 for maps, a character, and all that. They definitely could have. The whole package is I think $9.99, $10.99 or something for the hero packs and all that. But the DLC with the stuff that actually matters,
the stuff that the majority of you guys will probably be getting,
look
is at a fair price.
Yes.
So I mean, we can't ever replace Kojima. Is there hope for Konami? What do you think?
I don't know. It'll take a lot. It'll take a lot. Most of their comment sections, anytime they post anything at all, like Konami itself, it's a bunch of backlash. You guys are this. I hate you guys. Obviously, a bunch of obsceneries, but it's just been mostly negative. Mostly negative.
Yeah. Well,
this is why I want to bridge that gap. We want to bridge that gap for sure. As
I agree with you.
As Metal Gear Solid fans, we kind of have no choice now but to get content from Konami. They're the ones making the games now.
Yep. We got to side with them in some things.
Right, exactly. We may not agree with the stuff that they do, with the stuff that they have done to Kojima, and we obviously don't know the full story on that. But we want to try to bridge that gap because, like we said before, not everyone in Konami is bad. And we know that for a fact. They have been very friendly to us, at least. And also, we're all Metal Gear Solid fans. We may not agree with things like Mel last week, or we may not agree with things that come out now. But rest assured, we all love Metal Gear. And we have zero choice in this matter. That game just got canceled. We know that Konami is the one bringing us the next iterations of Metal Gear content or Metal Gear game. So as a Metal Gear podcast, as right now the only Metal Gear Solid podcast, but we want to bridge that gap in going in and saying like, you know what, guys, let's start looking at the positives that are coming out, like this new DLC, which when people thought that DLC or like Metal Gear Solid Online was going to come out, anything, nobody in their right mind thought that they were going to support this game at all. Did you?
No, I thought it was going to be short-lived.
Yeah. So look, there's Metal Gear content coming out, something that we did not expect, of course, but it gives us more to do, more to follow, and something more to play that's in the Metal Gear universe. Yeah, that's my rant on that.
With that, our next poll will consist of this question. What rank do you use on Metal Gear Online? Are you more of an infiltrator? Are you an enforcer? Or a scout? We're going to post it up on Tuesday, since that's when the episode comes out, and it'll go throughout the week. Place your vote. We want to hear from you, because we are all UCBP. If you love Metal Gear, you have a home with us. Some things to talk about today. We are holding back on our giveaway. Keep sending those emails, guys. You can still win a copy of Metal Gear Solid 5 for Steam PC, courtesy of Konami. They gave us the codes. We want to give them to you. We are taking a recess for a while, and we want to talk about something that's really relevant, which is Cloaked in Silence, the DLC.
Yep.
Crazy.
As I was mentioning before, it's awesome to see them coming out with content, of course. They just did a Twitch stream this past Thursday, which they were streaming Cloaked in Silence. They started off with Quiet. They started off with, we learned a lot of things about her.
Yeah, on Coral Complex, yes.
Yep. So she was very overpowered, I felt, but...
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
She was very limited, in my opinion.
How come?
Well, let's go down the list. Let's be frank. All right?
Okay.
She can do no CQC. She doesn't do any CQC.
Right, yeah. No CQC.
She does no CQC, and the only CQC, if I can use that, or combat she uses, is an animated drop kick. Well, not drop kick, or rather a high kick.
Yeah.
To the neck. But that doesn't even knock you out. And then on top of that, she can't Fulton. Or she doesn't Fulton. Whichever or. And so it's just like, what does she have then? Impeccable aim. Quick reflexes. Disappearing.
Yeah, I think of the way I play, and I play very close. I like being up close and personal, CQC, everything. Stealthy, of course. So with her, it's like she can get from one place to the other in like no time.
Yeah.
You know, slide in, go in and out of cover.
Going and cloaking while you're running.
Which is
while you're running.
Right, which is a huge plus, you know, especially if you're running that fast. But I did enjoy the map for sure. The map seems very asymmetric, so it has a lot of like ins and outs. It has a lot of ways to hide, which is great. I love getting inside and just like getting the upper hand on an enemy. So, on the top base part, you can see the enemies from there. It could be a good sniper point. You're also
really vulnerable there.
Up top, of course, which they have to balance out with the asymmetric map.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you do get absolute coverage up there, right? You get someone looking down, making sure that no one gets up there or something. And then let's say if you're just taking out everyone from down there, then you can move your spot.
Are you speaking as Quiet or as just a
as
player?
Just a regular player and stuff.
Okay.
Like let's say we all rush into the top up there. Of course, they could throw grenades and stuff like that.
It'll only take one grenade.
Yeah, just one. But I think it'll be a good sniper point, just like when they're coming from afar.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw the gameplay of him using Quiet.
Yeah,
as he was sniping. He admitted that he wasn't the best sniper. So that's that. But a little about getting up to platforms. You can just like jump up there. You don't climb ladders. You don't climb anything. You just you just jump and you're there. So I mean, Quiet seems to be they had to limit her somehow. I would have given her a one-hit knockout, only because if you played the game, you see how overpowered she is.
Yeah.
Like she took 3 men on when she was on the base. So, that one kick isn't going to knock you out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But of course they had to balance it somehow. They had to make sure that she was not
of
powerhouse.
Course. It changes when you're online. Of course, things balance out.
Yeah, she's surprisingly vulnerable though. When you shoot her, you kill her quick. One other move that I saw that she did that I enjoyed very much. She slides.
Yeah, she's sliding straight to home.
Listen, the equivalent of her slide is sliding from home plate to home plate.
She goes around the bases.
She goes around the bases.
Right back.
Maybe another round too.
Goodness.
But yeah, she'll knock you down with that.
Yeah. Which can be used as like, I'm just thinking about it now. You're sliding, knock them out, take out your gun and shoot.
Yeah, of course. That's the only thing. And speaking of her gun, she has no sway whatsoever. That I saw. I saw when he was no longer playing as Quiet and someone else was, he did get sniped by the other player who was playing as Quiet often. And he had an enforcer and he would just get shot in the head.
Yeah.
Which was, and we'll get into sabotage mode in a second, but I guess we're just concentrating on Quiet right now. You can write into us at underthecardboardbox@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought of the video. Let us know your future plans. Are you getting this DLC? We want to know. But also now sabotage mode. Sabotage mode was a lot funner than I thought it was.
Yeah, I wasn't so intrigued by it when I first heard of it, but when I saw the video, I was interested in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to try it. Like it's going to be my go-to kind of game, but I want to try it for sure. The aspects of adding another game type into the game is a good idea, just to give more balance out. There's only 3 right now, so a new mode is perfect.
Oh no, but it's so fun.
Yeah,
it's so fun, especially in the 3 maps: Coral Complex, Rusty Palace, and Azure Mountain. They're great. We saw gameplay in all 3 of them. And what was your favorite map?
My favorite map has to be Coral Complex.
Coral Complex?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Rust Palace. Rust Palace.
Why?
These were all... It's funny. These were mainly areas where Quiet was a major part of. Rust Palace...
Yeah, you did tell me you noticed that.
Yeah. Rust Palace is the final mission with Quiet where you're fighting all those tanks. That's essentially what Rust Palace is. So just imagine that entire area... and then the whole mansion and falling apart. They added ladders, things like that. Now, before we get into more into the levels, I did want to talk about sabotage mode. Man, sabotage mode is really fun from the looks of it. The electric magnetic field is up. You have to get to one of the terminals just to get it down. In order to get it back up, the defending team has to go to the terminal and turn it back on.
Yeah.
Which both take a while. Now, once it's down, it's a free-for-all.
Right, yeah, it's just like...
You can either... you can either shoot it down... I mean, not shoot it down, but destroy it by any means necessary or fultoning it.
Or fulting, right? Which we're
and
not
now,
going to say.
yeah, we saw many attempts to fulton.
Yeah, but it's so slow. It's like,
so
oh my goodness.
But they really give you a chance.
Yeah,
at
they
least.
do, yeah.
But now the balloons, you do have to shoot it in a certain order, though. Now, by order, I don't mean like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
But you've got to shoot the small balloon before you shoot the big balloon.
Yeah.
But which
makes sense.
Yeah, but they are well defended. Like they resist a lot of
I could see a lot of pro league players going around like kind of baiting them to get into the Fulton, to Fulton the balloon and stuff, and just baiting them into getting free kills right there.
Yeah,
because everyone's gonna be looking at that.
I mean, everybody's trying to Fulton.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I noticed in the video where like when one person would Fulton, you just see all these bullets going to like
everywhere.
The balloons, and it just like falls.
Yeah.
And getting it to 0% in terms of the health, it takes so long. Right. You could call an airstrike on that joint, and it'll be like 99% after it's done.
Yeah.
Like so, at one point he tried to destroy the missile. Well, they all tried on his team to destroy the missile, and they were at 1%, and time ran out.
That's rough.
So Fultoning is your best bet.
Yeah.
Fultoning is your best bet. Also what was showcased was the knife.
Yeah. Finally get to see the knife.
We finally got to see the knife.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not
similar into how it was, but just in Metal Gear Solid 5 fashion.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have a health bar now.
No.
So, I mean, he showed a couple of like moves and stuff like that. The combo and then the stab. He showcased it with Quiet, how it's good for, with her. Like when you knock someone down with that high kick.
Right there.
You just get down and stab. I mean, chances are if they're like an enforcer or something, it won't instantly kill them. Yeah. So you might just get shot up. But, I mean, the knife is a good addition, especially if you run out of bullets.
Yeah.
When you knock somebody down, you just stab them right there, and then
it's the knife probably won't be for every player. It'll be for those players who are very close. They love close quarters action, and it just gives them another incentive into getting closer to them. Before you just had pretty much your weapons, and if you didn't have weapons or any bullets left, you had your hands. Your obviously your feet.
Which pretty much meant you're done.
Yeah.
In
Exactly.
online, especially, because very rarely could you ever.
And then especially if someone's like, can see you and they're, you're shooting your teammate or something. Yeah. But it gives you more reasons to go in and say, hey, I'm gonna try this out. Let's see if this works. It gives you more tools when you're close.
Yeah, it gives you more. I mean, it only made sense.
Yeah, it should have been there in the beginning. But
I guess, I mean, maybe they. No, I'm not gonna say that because it wasn't even in the game. They didn't allow you as Snake to use it only when you were interrogating or slitting their throats then and there. Do you think it should be part of the game as well?
As the way it is in online, maybe.
I mean, that's where the general idea would come from.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Snake has so many tools already. I think it'll probably get overseen. It probably will be a very small percentage. It probably wouldn't
be used that much.
Yeah, it probably will get overseen.
I mean, are you planning to use the knife online?
Honestly, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try everything, but I'm not. Back in Metal Gear Solid 3 and in 4, I didn't really use it as much.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah.
They try to put the stun knife in part 4.
Yeah, I remember that. I think it just leaves you a little bit too open. Maybe. And in 3 and 4, you couldn't even move at all. Like you just stay in one spot. You could just get headshot.
I mean, in 4, if you had a specific perk, if I may dare say so, then yes, you can move while doing the whole.
Oh, really?
The combo. Yeah, you can. Maybe not the stab. The stab is just
stuff.
Yeah. But doing the combo, you could move
because there's like 2 millisecond of delay when you finish stabbing and you're putting it back. You can't move at that time.
Right.
You go like this and then you can move. Kind of thing.
They did change that in 5 though.
Yeah, which is what I saw. So that's why I'm gonna try it out. I tried out in 3 and 4, and I was just like, "Why? I'm super open here." Because I remember instances where City Under Siege, of course, best map ever.
Best map ever.
So I was up in the roof. I was waiting for someone to remember that ladder, where the brick wall ladder.
Yeah.
So the one when if you're, I think, blue team and you start off under this, under the stairs, you come up, and then the building's to your left. So there's staircases there, right? I'm sorry, a ladder. You go up. So I'm waiting I see the guy coming up. Right? I don't know if he sees me or not, but I see him coming up.
They just don't care.
Yeah. So I'm waiting, and I go like this. I miss, right? So I miss because he rolls, and I get sniped from the other building because I couldn't move. So I was just like, I'm done with the knife. I'm not gonna use it.
I'm done with the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely put a lot more flexibility with the knife from the show of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think. For sabotage mode, I'm gonna create a different class.
Okay.
I'm mainly an infiltrator, and I stick to the Fulton punch anyway. Like if I'm gonna get up to you, it's to Fulton you.
For those of you that have seen the Twitch streams these past Thursdays, that Fulton punch that Arnaldo does, it should be like a thing. Fultoning punch. I don't know, something.
Change the name.
Yeah.
Change the name. No, I mean, it's worked out for me very, very well. So, I mean, I don't see myself using the knife. Although, while playing sabotage mode, I might use an enforcer. Yeah. Because it's just a bloody battle. Fultoning doesn't really... I mean, it gives you points, I guess, but nothing like... Sabotage mode is just a straight out war.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath.
It's like, either I'm going to be an enforcer or I'm going to be a scout if I want to be more...
right. Let the other team get it, and then you stay on the back.
Well, not just for that. It's just a scout is more evenly created, you know, in terms of health and stamina. Enforcers don't have that much stamina to run.
For me, if I would use the scout, I'll stay back.
That's a good idea. I mean, back. Everybody's going for the missile. Or,
yeah.
Or if you're the attacking team, you want to. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You wanna be. As far away from the action, but sniping people where you are.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the best class. And maybe there I'll use the knife, but in regular matches I wouldn't use the knife. Yeah. I always Fulton. I just do.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I think this DLC is going to be great.
I think it is too. The price point hits the right spots. It's a good start. An assumption I had was that they're probably gonna, I don't know, probably do like different for every character. They'll have. I said the Man on Fire.
Yeah, Man on Fire DLC pack.
Man on Fire. Yeah.
Is it hot in here?
Is it hot in here? That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
But I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Let us know in either Twitter, comment section on Facebook, or email us.
All right, last segment of the day. So the last segment is usually our trivia, and the way it works is we have a dialogue between anyone in Metal Gear, so it could be any game. The rules are who said it to who, where, and what game. So, if usually we go back and forth saying things and stuff, but this time it's my turn. Last week it was Arnaldo, and I got it right. Mel didn't. He was part of it. And then if you could explain a little bit about what happened in the end.
Well,
some fans actually commented on that too.
Yeah, he was like, got him. Mel had a trivia of his own, and so he asked what was the frequency you received to open the cell in Metal Gear Solid 3 from either the Sorrow or the back of the picture in Johnny.
Yeah.
I got that wrong. I didn't remember. So did you, Christopher. You admitted it. So, and then, which the correct code is 14475.
Yeah.
I won't forget that this time.
Yeah.
But then he was just like, what is the Patriot like? What is it a modified gun of? And I said the M16, to which he said,
nope. No. He goes, no.
No. To which I then said, okay, the M4. And he said, nope, not that. And it was the M1, it was the N1X6. And I just said, okay, what is that gun modeled after? the M16, which another fan
Well, yeah.
said, yeah. And
Yeah.
so I was able to walk away victorious.
Yeah,
you
I
could
guess
say,
so.
yeah.
I guess you literally walked away.
I did walk away.
Yeah,
If I had the mic in my hand, I'd drop it.
you drop it.
I would drop it.
Right.
Yeah. But we digress. You felt that coming?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, go for it.
All right. The trivia for you this time is I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think?
I made it myself.
Let's get right into that, Mike.
I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think?
Yes.
Huh. I can't remember. Guess I'm going to have to take a shot.
Okay.
Can you say it again?
I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think? I'll give you a hint. It's in the game of Metal Gear. Or Metal Gear Solid.
Go crazy.
Go crazy. Hideo Kojima made this game. That's a hint.
Well, then it's not.
Snake's Revenge.
It's not Snake's Revenge. Acid. Say it again.
Yeah, right into the mic.
They can hear me.
All right. I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think?
I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think? Man, there's so many people who are going through my head right now. That sounds like something Meryl would say.
If you're listening at home, he is currently thinking.
Dag. I can't remember this one. Chris, if you got this one, you got one over me. I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I guess if I had to guess, was it Huey speaking to Snake after he showed him one of the machines in Metal Gear Peace Walker?
Final answer?
I can think of nothing else at this point, honestly. So yes, final answer.
Okay. You are incorrect.
I got one incorrect.
That is Sigint telling Naked Snake when he wears the Raiden mask. It's like an Easter egg. And they have a whole conversation. And in the end, he goes to Sigint and they're on the codec conversation. And he says, I made it myself. Pretty good, don't you think? Sigint telling Snake.
Sigint. The codec conversations, I guess, would be my one weakness, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
You can write into underthecardboardbox@gmail.com to submit your questions for the week. So if you have a question, if you have a trivia, if you have any concerns, comments, write to us. Remember, we come out every Tuesday on podcast services. If you're a Patreon supporter, you get our episode one day earlier. That is Mondays. So that's our first tier, which is our rookie tier. Every Wednesday, we come out with our CB news. Every Thursday, we come out with our codec conversation. And then you get the full episode of our YouTube video content on Friday. But if you want to see it earlier, you have to be our Johnny tier, which is our Patreon /UCB podcast. That is our second tier to get our video content on Thursdays, one day earlier. Now, every Thursday we are live streaming Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. But this Tuesday, March 15th, this Tuesday, we are live streaming next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. We are live streaming Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, DLC, Cloaked in Silence. Come check us out, guys. We want to see your impressions of it, of how we play it. So interact with us. We don't know the date, but look for us on Twitter, which is at UCB Podcast. Remember, you can talk to us there. We are very frequent and we talk to you guys a lot through there. Take it away.
Yeah, guys. We just want to say that we sincerely want to continue bringing out content to you, which is why we push this Patreon agenda. We can get nowhere without you guys. Please spread the news. Follow us on Twitter. We don't think of you as just a number. We think of you as a comrade, as a friend. We are UCBP. He is Jairo Martinez. I am Arnaldo Castillo, and we are signing out.